Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Sienna and I make videos on lifestyle, home, and DIY projects every single week. And for today's video, we are talking all about DIY gifts. So first I wanted to share a couple of DIY projects that are very quick and easy to create, and these are presents that people will actually want to keep. So I think the key with gifting DIY items is to really personalize them. So these first two projects are very customizable. And then I also wanted to show you guys a couple of other options that I've created this past year that I think would make really great gifts, and they're all very inexpensive and look so professionally done, so I really hope that you guys like these ideas. Before we jump into the first project, I want to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. They have so many amazing classes and I want to show you guys what I'm up to this month. And without further ado, let's jump into the first DIY gift. Hello from VoiceOver Tina. To start this project, I'm actually using some oven-baked clay that I have left over. These might look familiar to you if you watch my clay ornaments video, but basically I have a larger chunk of white clay, and then I have a few clumps of colored clay. You can use as many colors of clay as you want depending on the look you're going for, but I would recommend using at least 2 colors of clay. And here you'll see that I'm just going to roll them out into coils until they soften up, and doing this is going to make it easier to work with. Alright, now it's time to create the marbled look, so I'm just going to twist them together like this, and then I'm going to split them apart and twist them again. You'll also see me squishing it together and then rolling it out just to see what kind of marbling that we'll get, but this whole thing is really an experiment, so I'm just splitting it, twisting it, and flattening it until I create the marbled effect that I'm going for. I also ended up adding in more white clay because I realized that the clump that I had was too small, but I basically just repeated this process over and over, and it was just so cool to see what kind of patterns I could create. And there really is no right or wrong way to do this, so just have fun with this process. So I flattened it again one last time with my soda can, and as you guys know, I still don't have a rolling pin, so just use whatever you have at home. And this time I really loved how it looked, so I moved on to the next step. And now I'm going to form my little trinket dish, and for this I'm using the bottom of this little glass container. I'm laying my clay right on top of it, and it has a slight dip, which is really perfect for my dish. And you'll see that I'm just molding it into that shape, and you can really use anything that is oven safe, so the inside of a bowl or a cup, anything with a round edge will work. Once that looks good, I'm using my X-Acto knife just to cut off the edge, and after all the excess clay is gone, I'm just going to do my best to smooth out the edges, and I'm going to form a little bit of a lip by pushing the clay upwards. I was going for more of an organic handmade look, so this definitely does not have to be perfect. I actually really like the little bumps and grooves on the dish. And this next step is optional, but I really like these little rubber stamps, so I'm just going to personalize the dish with my name. Creating DIY gifts is the perfect opportunity to really create something special and custom to the gift recipient, and these stamps are really perfect for that. Alternative designs could be initials or quotes or anything else that you think would be meaningful to your recipient. And now it's time to pop it into the oven, so I'm just following the directions, and for this one I'm baking it at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. After it's done baking and has cooled down completely, I'm just going to sand the edges to smooth everything out, and for this I'm using a very fine sandpaper. Now I'm adding in my favorite liquid gold paint to the embossing, and I think this totally elevates the dish. And lastly, I'm painting the outer edge of the dish to really finish it off. This little jewelry dish came out so cute. I really love how simple it was to create, and the combination of the marbling and the gold just looks so gorgeous together. And of course, I love the extra personalized touch. I think it makes the perfect handmade gift for anyone in your life. Before we jump into the next project, I wanted to show you guys what I'm learning on Skillshare this month. So if you haven't heard of Skillshare, it is an online learning community filled with thousands of classes for creatives and learners at any skill level. This month on Skillshare, I'm fine-tuning my skills in calligraphy and learning a little bit more about polymer clay. The holidays are the perfect time to put my calligraphy skills to use, so I'm currently taking another Bryn Chernoff class, and this one is called Pen and Ink Calligraphy, The Art of the Envelope. She has so many great tips and tricks that I learned along the way, and I can't wait to mail out some cards to my loved ones. I've also recently started learning more about polymer clay. It is a new medium to me, and I'm absolutely loving all the classes I'm taking. Skillshare curates their classes for learning, so it's broken up into easy to navigate sections, and they're constantly updating their library with new classes. Premium membership is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, so you can explore all their classes at an affordable price. If you're interested in taking these classes with me on Skillshare or any other classes, definitely check out the link down below. The first 1,000 people to click on the link down below will get a free trial of their premium membership, so make sure to check it out. And now on to the second project. For this next project, we're creating our own merch. You can use whatever accessory or piece of apparel you'd like. I'm using this cute canvas tote bag. And then with pencil, I'm sketching in my design. And this is going to be inspired by Harry Styles' song Golden. So I'm just writing the words "You're so golden" with a little sun on the bottom. To make the design come to life, I'm using some 3D fabric paint, aka puffy paint, to paint on my design. And this color is a dark brown, but on camera it looks a little bit more black. I used a fine tip brush for this, and I created a calligraphy look by adding thicker downstrokes and then thinner upstrokes. So this DIY gift is very simple, but I just wanted to share this as an idea to spark some inspo because it can be translated in so many ways. So you can totally embroider this or use a stencil and get really creative with it. I was actually supposed to see Harry Styles in concert this year and was planning on DIYing a shirt for the show, but of course, given the circumstances, we all have to stay safe at home. So since there are no concerts happening right now, I thought why not DIY some merch to enjoy at home until we are able to go to concerts again. So here's how my design is looking. I think it looks so cute, and you can leave this as is, but I'm going to add a little tassel to add just another touch of DIY, and these are super easy to create. I'm just going to do it the easy way by wrapping it around my hand a bunch of times, and I want my tassel to be quite thick, so you'll see that I'm going around my hand quite a few times. Then I'm just cutting that in half and creating the head by wrapping the top with another piece of yarn. Next, I'm going to comb it out to separate all the strands and to really fluff it up. Then I'm going to cut it so everything looks even, and now you can add it to your tote. This tote bag came out so cute, and I love that I was able to make a piece that can be customized to any artist that your gift recipient is a fan of. It's a great way to incorporate something they love with a functional piece that they can use, and it's just the perfect gift to give any music lover in your life. So what do you guys think about those projects? I really love how both of them came out, and to be honest, I'm gonna keep them for myself because I like them so much, and obviously since the first one says my name on it. But that one was kind of a test run, so I'm really happy that it came out so well, and I'm planning to create some more of those. So if you have any leftover clay, definitely try out that marbling technique. I think it came out so good. So I did want to give you guys a couple of other options of things I've already created this year, and I think they would make such great gifts. So the first item that I think would make such a great gift is this DIY macrame coaster. These are super easy to create. They only take about 15 to 20 minutes to make once you get the hang of it, and you can make a set of 2 or 4 of these, and then maybe even gift it with a mug, and that would be such a cute little set for someone. When I actually first made one of these, I posted it onto my IG stories, and one of my friends actually messaged me back and she's like, wait, what the heck, I just paid for one of these. And I was just telling her how easy it was to create. So I think definitely this would be such a great gift, especially if someone has a new apartment or you notice they don't already have coasters. Personally, I like gifting coasters because I think it's a safe bet. It's a nice decor item, but it's also very functional, and this one's so cute. So check this out. I will have the link to the video down below. The next item I think would make such a great gift is this eye mirror, and oh, I'm holding it upside down. Is this eye mirror, and I think it looks so professional. Like, you really can't tell that you DIY'd it. All it really took was a mirror, embroidery hoops, and then some dowels, and it was so easy to create. I really love how it came out. I think it looks so professional. This piece was inspired by something that I saw at Urban Outfitters, and I was able to create it for under 10 bucks, which is really awesome. This would look so cute in so many different spaces, and you can kind of take this basic idea and create other shapes. So someone actually commented that they could turn this into a spaceship for their son, and I could totally see that. So if you turn the piece and then just put another one down here, it could totally look like a rocket ship. So there's so many different things that you could do with this basic technique. So I will also link this one down below. And I really love this piece. I think it's so trendy and so aesthetic and just looks so good for a DIY piece. This next DIY gift idea is totally something that you can personalize, and it is an enamel pin banner. I really love the one that I created. This one I actually made from Dollar Tree, but of course you can use other materials to create this. I basically just found a canvas tote bag and then a wooden dowel and then just put this all together. You can put whatever quote you want on it. You can also put their name. And again, I think the key with creating and gifting DIY things is to really personalize it to that person. So it could be their name, a favorite quote, or a lyric, a book quote, or you could also put on their zodiac sign. There's so many different ways that you can really personalize it to someone, and I love this idea because then you can also buy them some cute pins. So I have a few of my favorites on here, and some of these were actually gifts from friends, like these little camera ones. And of course I had to put make magic on here because it's one of my favorite little mottos. You could totally make it look extra fancy by using wool or leather instead of a canvas material, and it would look so good in so many different spaces. And the last DIY I wanted to share with you guys is another one that's inspired by Urban Outfitters. This cost me under 10 bucks to create. I think in total this cost me about 8 bucks because this rug is actually $4 from IKEA, and then the rod was maybe $2 or $3. But it is this huge wall hanging piece with some fringe at the bottom, and you can totally put whatever you want on here. I obviously went with something very simple and put a sun on, but again, you can customize this to whatever you want it to be. This is kind of similar to the last gift, but this is just so much larger and it makes such a statement. So I really love this for the bedroom. It would also look really great in the living room. I love receiving wall art as a gift, and I think this one is just so special, especially if you hand make it. So yeah, definitely check out this project if you're interested in making it. I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys do too. So those were all my DIY gift ideas for this season. I hope that you guys found some inspo from it. Of course, you guys can personalize this however you want, and that's kind of the fun in creating DIY projects as gifts. I honestly could totally make this list way longer because I had so many projects that I did this year, but we would probably be here forever, so I just picked some of my top favorites. I will link a few other videos down below so you guys can check them out. Let me know if you guys are planning to make any of these projects as gifts or maybe even keep for yourselves. I won't judge you. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys are planning to make any other DIY gifts. I think this would be a great place to share some ideas. So leave a comment down below and you might actually inspire someone else to create that same gift. Again, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested in a free trial of their premium membership, make sure that you click on the link down below to get access. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for new videos every single week. I have another one coming up on Sunday and I think you guys are really going to love it. So please subscribe so you don't miss out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm posting on there every single day. Lots of new reels are going up and I just am so excited to share with you guys even more ideas over there. So give me a follow or even DM me. I'm always happy to talk to you guys over there. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Stay inspired and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!